Sagan.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Another episode here with Hodag. And the last episode, this is the next episode, okay, part 2. The last episode was part 1 of building the Warbird. We're going to finish it in this episode. I'm not super excited about the amount of time it's going to take me to finish it because we are in store for a beast of an amount of work right now, you guys. These wings are going to be finished in this next clip. We're going to do a quick cut for you guys, but for me it's going to probably be hours because this wing doesn't actually go straight across like this. It goes slowly curving down like 2 or 3 blocks only over this amount of space. So I got to figure out how to do that, how to make it look semi-normal, and it's not going to be easy. But I got to get her in, and then I can also just keep this mirrored. I can use the mirroring tool while I'm building this so that I can do both sides at the same time. And that's going to be a little bit crazy. But once that's done, you guys, it's not going to be... That's when it's going to get exciting. This next part, the little curvature wing thing going down, that part's boring. But the next part is nice because then I get to start throwing in all the growing plots, start throwing in the whole cargo room, start throwing the weapons on the outside, shaping the outside to look more boss. And... Yeah, I've been saving up resources in the survival world, and I'm still not sure if I quite have enough. Throw on the gravity here. Still not sure if I quite have enough resources, which is crazy to say because I do have a lot of resources in the survival world. I've had the autominos working on overdrive, okay, and I've been jumping in there, collecting them nearly every day so I can get a hold of all the resources, but this thing is a beast, you guys. I'm a little bit worried about the amount of combat steel blocks. Currently I have about 600 in the survival world, and I have enough sodium and all that stuff. I'm running out of iron a little bit, but I do have some regular iron blocks I can throw to the factory that should counter it a little bit, but it's going to be close. And I haven't finished this yet. I'm just estimating how much it's going to take, and I think I might be undershooting it a little bit, so I'm a little bit scared, but I'm going to do this clip. We're going to finish these wings, and hopefully it goes well. Alright everybody, is it done? Heck no. But the wings, the rough outline of the wings is in. It kind of tapers down on both sides. You can see I've added in the thrusters, so we can drive this thing. Don't mind that advanced constructor on the wing. That's just there because I was checking something. However, we got all the RCSs in as well. If you look just above the blue thrusters on the wing, you'll see purple little boxes. Those are RCS units. We have, I guess, 10... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We have 20 of the tier 2 RCSs, which I think means if they could pretty much blow a whole bunch of those off, and we would still be way more than fine. In fact, I'm not sure. Torque, acceleration, thrust, torque. I'm not sure really where it shows our torque, but I think it's the meters per second thing. I don't even know. This thing is awesome. Look at this, 82. I don't know what these numbers mean exactly. However, I have checked the math, you guys. We have enough power on this thing to definitely stop our vessel whenever we want. Go backwards, go to the right, go to the left, go up. That's right, and go down. And it maxes out about 92.5, which is I think the max just here in general. Also, while we're driving with, look at the side thrusters on, as well as the front thrusters, the back thrusters. Look at our power usage over on the right. I think I've way outdone it on our generator power, as well as just our regular power. Because if you look in here, 197 whatever left, and it is going down fast. But it's going to take a long time to run through 200,000 fuel, and I can put more fuel in if I want. Right now, to fill that up, didn't even take a full stack. It took like 700 or something like that. I currently have 1,500 of the good fuel. Where is it? This fuel? Fusion cells? I have 1,500 of that in the survival world, and that's just me producing it from one hydrogen collector and one promethium auto mining thing. So once I get going, it's no problem to fuel this thing. This thing is so freaking sweet already, you guys. Okay, I gotta keep building. I gotta cover up the wings. I gotta make this little front and back thing over on the very outsides of the wings there where the thrusters are, because most of that'll be covered except for the exhaust ports. And then I gotta put a little back thing on here. I gotta do a lot of like curving stuff around, make the outside look cool now. You can see the wings are only 1 block thick like that. We're gonna be kind of tapering it down so it'll be more than 1 block thick eventually. And then we also gotta figure out how we're going to put all of our stuff on the inside of the wings. And then when we're done with all that, we got to color it. And then we're done with all that, I'll probably figure out more stuff we got to do. However, it's not going to get done unless I get going. So, it's time to go. Alright, for you guys it's only been a couple seconds, but for me it's been hours, and I wanted to bring you back just to make sure that you knew that I was still alive. And also to show you that I have the wings tapered off. As you can see, it's all completely matching because I was using the mirroring tool. I have the back of the wings kind of sealed in. I also, if we zoom around to the front here, have the front of the wings. Whoop, we just did some weird flip thing. Front of the wings are all sealed in. And you can even see one of the giant artillery cannons on the bottom of the ship that we will be adding actually more of those, more rocket artillery turrets and more all that junk. Everything on the outside is basically done. I mean, we have to texture and color it, but you know, I'm going to do that between clips, okay? What I wanted to show you right now is the next thing that I have been working on. If we can run down the hallway here a bit. Okay, at the end of the hallway there is a room here, but really there's going to be an artillery turret on top, so I'm thinking of just filling in this place with blocks, because otherwise it could blow a hole through that. And then if I run down this chute here, we end up in the cargo bay, which is nothing special because we've seen that, but if I run through here, we are in what is going to be the grow room. Okay, I filled in the floor, I've put a ceiling in here. If we go up to the top, you can see that there's a second level here, which can be even more growing rooms if we need growing plots if we need them. Basically, we're gonna have so much growing that I'm planning to, if I can fit it in here, I want to do one harvest and have, let's see, 9 times 5, like 45 cans of vegetable. So if I do one harvest, I get 45 canned vegetables, and that's gonna be way overdoing it. So. But I don't want to harvest all the time, obviously, so, you know, one harvest, 45, that sounds pretty good. And then if we run to the other side, you can see that it basically... No, I don't want to go in there. Shh, close the door. Okay, we go to this other side, and this is what it just looks like inside the wing when there's nothing in here. The space is pretty big, so now in this space, we have to fit a whole bunch of constructors, and we have to fit a whole bunch of storage, and then I'll probably end up putting a little tiny, like, bedroom in here, too. You know what? Maybe my bedroom will be up there. Because that looks nice, you know. I'll put like a little thing here. I'm not gonna have a I'm not gonna probably have a... Oh no, we already have a bedroom. What am I gonna do with all this space? This can't all be storage. I don't know. We need a medic, and we need like... No, we already have a med thing in there. We can put another med thing in here. That takes up 1 block. This place is ridiculous. I could just knock this wall out and make it an expanded hangar, because I don't think our hangar is really big enough, even though I'm pretty sure it's plenty. I don't know. We may just leave this semi-unfinished. We'll color it and texture it, just the basic color and texture, whatever we're going to do. And then maybe in our survival world, we can kind of mess with it and fill it in and whatever. But this other side, for sure, we got to get done. Whoa, brightness. I didn't realize that before. Okay, if we click on the P screen right now, we're going to have about 50 kilotons. That's 50 million kilograms or something like that, roughly. I don't know. It's a lot, okay? But our thrusters can push, like, a lot more than that. So we should be good. Oh, man. That was a technical term for sure, by the way. You know, thrusters can push a lot more than that, you know? Okay. All right, anyway, yeah, thrusters, 46. I didn't even realize we had that many thrusters. 50 RCSs. And we got, look at the small vessel, the dock small vessel show up in its own menu. That's so cool. And we can see who the passengers are, too. Artillery turret. We're going to go and color this thing, put in the growing plots, basically finish that. We're going to do the texturing and the coloring. We're going to probably try to do this storage room here. And then sometime tomorrow, real time, the next clip will begin. And I'll show you guys what should be a basically completed ship, I think. Hopefully. Alright everybody, welcome back. You are looking at the Warbird. It's more or less done, and some of you are probably like, Hodag, you didn't even texture it. I did actually, but I picked a texture that's just a little bit shinier and a little bit more cleaned up. It looks smoother, kind of, than the other regular, what is it called? The other regular, like, armored block or whatever. And I think I wasted a bunch of time. It took me like an hour to go around probably and retexture all the blocks in this thing to that, and it doesn't look like much of a difference, sadly. But trust me, it is much of a difference. I looked at it, I really like it. This one's shinier, it looks more strong, okay? Trust me, than the other one. And if I don't like it in my other world, I can go around and change it all if I feel like it. But for right now, that's what it's going to stay as. Okay, we got good news and bad news. The good news, you're looking at it. This thing is done. And I'm using my small vessel to fly around and get a look at it because it's so freaking big that I can't get a good look at it otherwise. You're looking at the top part. You're going to see a lot of guns. Okay, this is not a vessel that's going to be... It is kind of fast, but it's not going to be a runaway vessel. This is, if you see this vessel, it's coming in. And it's going to blow you to shreds. It's not called the Warbird for nothing, you guys. Look, we got guns even on the back a little bit. And guess what? We do a little flip here and look at the bottom side of it. It's a little bit hard because it's dark down here, but yeah, there's a lot of guns on the bottom too. So when this thing's coming in, you guys, it's I don't know, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to take something out. Okay, over here we have a copy of it because it's in the blueprint factory, and I spawned it over here just to see if we could actually spawn it over here. Okay, but let me get back to the real one. You might be asking yourself, how do I even tell the difference between this one and the real one? You might also be asking yourself, where did I put the real one? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm not sure about the difference thing. Let me dock this guy, because we got to get inside here. I got to show you what else. Let's just run into the thing, and let's move it over to the side here. I can't steer the small vessel. Bloop, bloop. Lock it in. Yeah. Alright, I love that. Okay, turn that off. I got some other things to show you guys here, okay? Let me close the door here. We got to run up to the cockpit because I got to show you guys what this thing is packing, okay? And then I want to compare it to my base count too, because I feel like this is much bigger than my base, okay? Everything is done. There's even lighting in this hallway that I added. I didn't do much other than color it green because of something I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, and that's that I'm going to be adding more to this or taking it apart and changing it and stuff once it's in the real world. I don't feel like messing with that right now. Ooh, it's weird how it turns like that, I feel like. Warbird versus Warbird. I can't operate the guns from inside the driver's seat, which is a little bit annoying, but if I have my passengers with me, they can totally operate the guns. Okay, let's just, let's do this. Okay, let's park it right here because I want to access the P screen. Look down here. Oh my god. 16, almost 17 million health. 48.8, roughly 50 kilotons. We go in here, though. This is what I want to show you. There are 46 thrusters, 50 RCSs. Here we go. 20 rocket turrets, 22 flank turrets, and 2 artillery turrets. This thing is a freaking beast. Okay, we got the blah blah blah. Okay, we need to get back out of here because I gotta show you guys what's gonna happen here. Okay, the good news is that I decided to I'm done. I decided I'm done. I'm gonna spawn it into the world. However, the Warbird is not done. Like I said before, this room I don't know what I'm gonna do with it or if I'm just gonna fill it in, but I'll decide that once it's in the actual world. If you go over to this side, yeah, this side. You go over to this side. This isn't, by no means is this all done in here. Okay, let me switch out of that view. It's making me weird. Okay, this by no means is done. It's just that I have like over 250 growing plots here, you guys. And I've kind of placed them where I think it would be nice to have them. But there's so much more empty space on this side I don't know what to do with. And I'm just, I don't know. I'll figure it out once it gets in the real world, basically is what I'm saying. Okay, this thing is all done. I did go and take out 2 of the generators here because at one point I was checking this thing and I was like, you know what about, let me quick group this again. We have actually, oh, I can go back here and see it, 2,000 megawatts of possible power here, and our max consumption is like 1, or current consumption is 6. I don't know how that works with the max input 1, but the current is like over 6. That's a little bit weird. And I took them out to see if our energy consumption would go down. It didn't really seem to matter, so I put them back in because that's the way we have it. And I also had to take out our offline protection for the time being because that was actually going to take some Zascosium, and I don't have that in the real world. So let's go into here. Here I just literally threw 3 ammo boxes, no lights or anything. All I did was color it and texture it. Because this, I'm going to figure out all the constructors and stuff once I get into the actual survival world as well. I don't know what to do with that part. And that's the thing. It's so big right now that I don't know what to do with it. And I could spend all this time messing around with it here, and I would probably never figure it out exactly. And so, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, now, that was all the good news. Good news is that we're done. Thing's a beast. Literally, it's just insane. Okay, let me just get inside this turret here. Nope, I can't. You need to access the turret from the cockpit. Anyway, it's insane. It's awesome. Here's the bad news. I copied into a blueprint. Here's the Warbird right there. It's an insane vessel. Almost 10,000 block count. Device count, ridiculous. Light count, ridiculous. Triangle count, I don't even know what that is. Ridiculous. The bad part is this. Exceeds max number for certain block type or blueprint type disabled by server. Now, I don't know if that means I've made it too ridiculous. I mean, this is 91,000 iron ingots. That's a lot. I'm thinking that's all a lot of the blocks, which I've almost made about 7,000 of the armored blocks in the survival world already, and I have more iron and sathium to continue making more, and I think this is probably, I mean, 7,000 is the block count is just under 10,000, so if I have 7,000 of those blocks, I'm pretty close to there already. I'm just a couple thousand short. So that's not the problem. Even though these numbers are ridiculous, I almost have that. The problem here, or blueprint type disabled by server. The reason I spawned the other Warbird in was because I wasn't sure if I had made this thing so ridiculous that I couldn't actually spawn it in the survival world. And if that is a thing, then you're going to experience a very, very sad Hodag in the next episode. Okay, so here's our plan. We're going to end it here for today. But before we end, here's the plan, okay? Right now, the Empyrion servers are down, and I'm not sure why, and it's Tuesday morning, and I got to get this thing out for Wednesday afternoon-ish. So I'm going to be done with it, because I've spent the last couple days on this, and I need to be done with it mentally, okay? I'm going to go over to some Diamond Society and rock out some Minecraft for quite a while. I got some big projects on there. Okay, here's the plan. As soon as the servers are back up, I'm going to try to go into my blueprints on the survival world and see if this is giving me some problems or if I can actually spawn it in the actual world. And if I can, we're going to start the next episode with this beast in survival or getting put into survival, and we're going to be super happy, and we're going to go blow the face off just about everything in the entire, every planet. You see all these planets around here? They're all going down. They don't even know the world of pain they're about to enter. Okay? With this beast. However, if this doesn't work, the spawn thing doesn't work in the survival world, for some reason, you're going to start the next, so we're going to start the next thing, the next episode, and I'm probably going to be pretty sad, but what I'm going to have done is I'm going to take all the resources I have already in the survival world. I'm going to fly up to space. In space, I'm going to build a piece of junk capital vessel with a bunch of turrets on it, but just it's going to be a piece of junk. And then we're going to use that because I can't spend any more time making capital vessels, you guys. Or maybe I'll spawn in an already pre-made capital vessel from the blueprint or from the factory, and I'll have to do it that way. But we will have some capital vessel in the next episode regardless. It's just I really hope it's the Warbird, and if it's not, I'm going to be kind of sad. But we're still going to do stuff, okay? I can't delay this anymore, and oh my god. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be so many hours, you guys. Plus, this thing is just way far more ridiculous than anything that's in the blueprint factory or on the workshop right now, so at least I think. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. It has been an epic episode. I've spent a ridiculous amount of time on this Warbird. I hope you guys like it, at least to some degree. I hope you guys think it's as epic as I do. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and have a nice day.